Hey guys, this clip is because I left it out of my tutorial, so here's the beginning of altering the book. Hey guys, let's do another craft with me. All right. So I was inspired by this gorgeous paper. It's Minte paper, and this collection is called Lovely Day, and you can get it at ASC Supplies on Etsy. So I was feeling uninspired, and I started going through, okay, you might hear a dog squeaky toy in a minute. I was going through my altered projects of the past. I have them on my Pinterest board, and I saw some altered books. So I was like, yeah, I'll do an altered book. Then I went to my stash of papers from ASC Supplies on Etsy, and I picked the Minte paper. And then I went looking for a book, and I was looking for a white book because I buy a lot of these books to use to alter. And I was like, I know I bought some white books. I know I did. And I couldn't find them. But then I was like, there it goes. Hey, that is not going to be an acceptable toy for right now. We're going to play with the whale. And then I said, voila, I'm going with yellows and greens and all of that. So I don't even have to paint this, which is awesome. Now, when I'm going to do a wall hanging, I want to adhere my book to some kind of chipboard. And this is a heavyweight chipboard. So what I'm going to do to start with, and this is just a dollar store book, is I'm going to hot glue this binding area. And set that on there. And I put too much. I knew I should have known better. All right. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to glue down my my sides. And on this, I'm just going to do a layer, a good layer of hot glue on this end. And hold that down. Hey, stop it. And then all right, we'll just hold those for a couple seconds because hot glue, we all know, works really fast. And this is going to be a home decor piece, obviously, so hot glue is just fine. I mean, unless it gets over 100 inside your house, this should be totally fine. Now, the other thing that I already did was I took my book and I ripped, I should probably rip that page out. And I feel bad because this is the story of a wife and her love for her soldier. No disrespect. No disrespect. So in the center, I got to kind of where I felt like the center was. Was that it? Is this it? Nope, this must be it. And I tore pages out. Then I'd skip like a couple pages and I'd tear pages out all along. And I may tear more pages. I tore them at different depths. I'm actually going to tear a little bit more right there. So we'll see as we go, because you just never know exactly where the tears are going to be best suited. In books in the past, I have torn out all pages. I've torn them at some, and maybe I should go that route. Just at least tear a little bit. A lot of this ends up not even showing because there's so much that gets covered up. But like I said before, you just never know how things are going to end up when you're crafting, because we all know that lots of times we end up covering up stuff that we wish we hadn't used because we wasted it because it doesn't show anymore. So yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and tear off even a small portion of these longer pages. And I think maybe because some of these pages you can even fold over to give it some more dimension. But whatever works for you. This is just my take on it. And I've had so much fun with these in the past that while I was feeling uninspired, when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that looks like fun. And honestly, guys, I get really tired of cards. Sometimes I just get so tired of cards that I have to go to something else. And a lot of people have been asking me, well, what about mini albums? Why aren't you doing mini albums? And my answer to that is, if I can't sell something, that's a problem for me, because I don't have room to store everything. And I create to sell. And so if people aren't buying it, you know, it's like in your, you know, if you had a store, if nobody was buying peanut butter, you know, you wouldn't carry peanut butter. Now I know everybody buys peanut butter. That was just something I plucked out of the sky. So you can see why I did some of this ahead of time, because it's rather boring. But anyway, as far as the mini, let's go back to the mini albums for a second. I enjoy creating them. I really, really do. And they're just gorgeous. I just enjoy it to the nth. But if it's just going to sit here, that doesn't do me any good at all. So I used to get a lot of requests for custom albums, and I haven't got one of those in a while. Okay, that's really not the center of the book. This is more the center. Okay. So you can see that we have all our different layers. Actually, I'm going to want this layer more like that. And then, so let's do this. So we've got staggered layers here at the top. Perfect. And I'm not even worried that this doesn't have any wording on it. So, all right. So starting, I'm going to use this for my center. Starting kind of here at the back, I want to pull my page up to where it's kind of like that. And I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue right there. And I'm going to pull that back. Now, you want to leave this flap. That's very important, okay? Very important. So we're going to do several layers, and you have to do each page. So just have your hot glue gun ready. And don't glue it all the way to the edge. I got a little bit of hot glue there. It's not a big deal. There's so much going to be going on that if you have some random glue, it's not going to be a problem. And I love these short layers underneath, I will tell you, because it's going to give height and dimension. So you see how this piece is like sticking straight out because that other piece under there was shorter. So I'm going to do this on both sides and then I'll be back.